my dear students. Once again, welcome to the class of English. How are you people? I hope all of you are fit and fine at your home. Students, now today we are going to start a new chapter of book First Flight. And this is the 10th chapter of the book, and the name of chapter is The Sermon at Banaras. Now students, sermon at the Banaras, what is the meaning of sermon? Sermon means holy preaching and sharing holy and what we call religious views. So whose sermons have described in this chapter? We will study through this chapter. This chapter is written by Betty Renshaw. So before starting this chapter, let's have a look on the brief introduction of the author. Betty Renshaw, who was an American writer. She was born in October 2 in 1921 and was died in April 30th in 1999, and she got married with Joseph Harry Barber, and she was the lady who shared her views with the teachers of preschools to make them train and to enhance their knowledge and to share her knowledge with others. Now students, this chapter, this sermon at Banaras, actually this chapter highlights and it covers the story and the journey of the life of Gautam Buddha from princehood to saintly life. As earlier, he was enjoying luxurious life and he was having all the facilities of life. But as he came in the contact of other people and he started seeing the suffering of the world, and after seeing the problem of the world, he started seeking enlightenment, and then he decided to give up all the luxuries and all the pleasures of the world, and then he finally left everything and he attained salvation under the tree of Bodh Gaya, and then he started preaching. And at first he gave his preaching in Banaras at the bank of the river Ganga. That was his first sermon, and his first sermon was delivered to a female, and that was Kisa Gautami. And the story of Kisa Gautami is also present in this chapter. So the chapter is completely about the life of Gautam Buddha along with the incident which was happened, in which Kisa Gautami also got a great inspiration from Gautam Buddha. So students, now before starting explanation, let's see that although many characters are there in this chapter, but main two characters are there, and first is Buddha as Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha, who was founder of Buddhism, Bodh religion, and he was a spiritual teacher who gave sermons to people, and by preaching and by giving sermons to people, he changed the life of many people. He showed the real path to people. And Kisa Gautami is the second character of this story, who was a young, loving and caring mother, whose son had died. And because as her son was dying, she became greedy. Actually, she wanted to make her child, her son alive at any rate. And for that, she went to Gautam Buddha to get a solution. But from there, what moral and what lesson she got, we will learn in this chapter. Now, let's see value points of this chapter. First value point is Gautam Buddha, who was known later on as a Buddha. How he was as a prince. As a prince, he also lived his life, and later on how he became a saint, and then he was started to known as Gautam Buddha. Now, Gautama feels suffering of the world. Next, Gautama seeks enlightenment. Buddha gives his first sermon, and Kisa Gautami's story, and Buddha replied to Kisa Gautami. Now students, let's see these value points in detail. So first point is Buddha as a prince. So here earlier Buddha was a prince and he was living a luxurious life, that he did not know about the problems of common people, because he did not feel any problem. All the facilities and all the luxuries were arranged by his father as King Shuddhodhan for Buddha, as he was having name earlier Siddhartha. So he was having all the comforts, pleasures in his life, and at 12 he was sent for schooling in Hindu sacred scriptures, and after 4 years he came back, and then he was married. As he returned to his home, that he got married to a princess, and now he and his wife, they were spending happy life, and they got a son also, and now everything was going on in a smooth way. They lived a royal life for 10 years. So here princehood, here we can say that here princely life was going on in a very smooth way. Then what happened? Now Gautama feels how he feels suffering. Even he was protected from all the sufferings of the world, as all the facilities were provided by his father. But one day, as he went for hunting and as he went to visit his kingdom, so as he was, even protection was made by his father, but he saw some different things which he never felt and never seen earlier. He saw a sick man, an old man, and a funeral procession, and a monk begging for money and food. And these scenes shocked him, because he never felt and never seen these kind of scenes. And this moved Buddha, and he then went out to seek enlightenment. He thought, and then he decided to give up all the luxuries, his house, his life, and everything, and every person related to him, and to seek to get enlightenment, to real spiritual path, so that he would come to know the reality of life. Now Gautama seeks enlightenment. As he was seeking enlightenment, so he traveled aimlessly for 7 years, and then he stayed under a peepal tree until he attained enlightenment. And after 7 days, finally he got enlightenment, and renamed the tree as Bodhi tree, as peepal tree under of which he was sitting. So he gave the name to this tree as Bodhi tree. Bodhi tree means tree of wisdom. And there he began to teach and share his knowledge and became known as Buddha. From that day, here Siddhartha got named Buddha, and he was known as Gautam Buddha from that day. Now Buddha gives his first sermon. So Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Banaras. It is the holiest of the dipping places on the river Ganga, as you know very well. And this sermon reflects Buddha's wisdom about the kind of suffering that is possible to interpret. Because the main aim of Buddha was to take out people from the greed of the life and to make them know the reality of the life, so that people would not live in misunderstanding of the life, and they would come to know the reality, and they should accept the reality of the world. Now, Kisa Gautami's story. Now, let's see the Kisa Gautami story. Actually, Kisa Gautami had only one son who had died, and now this loving mother became like a mad in love of her son. She carried her dad's son in her arms and went door to door asking for medicines for her dead child. Even she knew very well that her child was died, but as his mind, his heart was not ready to believe. Being a mother, she was not ready to believe that as her son was died. So now even she went to neighbors also pitied her, but they could not help her because her son was died. So as they were helpless, not do anything. As Kiza and others could not do anything for this dead person, but as because this was the will of God and nobody could go against the will of God. Now Kisa Gautami went to meet Gautam Buddha because somebody also told her that if she would go to Gautam Buddha, then surely she would get a solution of her problem. As she was advised by somebody that here go and visit to Shakyamuni, that here as who is Shakyamuni? That Gautam Buddha. And Kiza Gautami went there to meet Gautam Buddha, and Gautam told her to bring a handful of mustard seeds. Actually, he tried to make her understood, but now her loving mother, in the deep love about her son, she was not ready to accept the reality of the life that was death. So Gautam Buddha told her to bring a handful of mustard seeds from a house where death had never knocked at the door. So Kiza thought this is a very simple work, simple task, and I could do this very easily if by doing this my son would be alive. So she went very fast and she went to a house and asked about the handful of mustard seeds. She asked from one house that if nobody had died in your house, so please give me a handful of mustard. But here at that home, she did not get a handful of mustard. Even handful mustard was present in everybody's house. But the real fact was there that not a single house was there where people could say that there not a single person was died in their house. Because this is the reality of the life. In every house, somebody was died. Maybe their ancestors or maybe their family members or their relatives. So, after visiting many houses, she did not get a house from where nobody was died and she could get this handful of mustard. So, finally she did not get a house like this and she did not find a single house like this and where death had not taken a beloved away. So she sat down hopeless and tired. She soon realized that she was being very selfish in her grief because death is common to all. She was thinking that here this was happened with only with her. But this is the bitter truth of the life. This is the reality of the life. Then here she was thinking that this was happened with her only. But no, it was only her misunderstanding because now it has happened with all people. Everybody is there in the world. Every house was there. Then where people lost somebody in their life. So it was not a new thing which happened with her. So she had to accept this reality. So when she returned to Gautam Buddha, so Buddha replied to Kiza Gautami in a very polite way, and then she as so she would be satisfied. And then Buddha gave her his first sermon to Kiza Gautami about the reality of life. As the life of the mortal is troubled, brief and combined with pain, it is not possible to avoid death, as the ripe fruits are in danger of falling, as the earthen vessels made by the potter break. Similarly, the mortals have the danger of death. So wise men and foolish people don't accept this reality. But the main thing and the real and the bitter truth is that everybody have to accept this. Only the wise do not grieve and they accept the reality. All weeping and grieving will bring more pain and suffering to the body. One who is composed will obtain peace of mind and will be free from sorrow and be blessed. So here as Gautam Buddha gave his sermons to Kiza Gormi, and that Kiza Gormi also accepted the reality of the life, and then she became satisfied. Then this great loss which she got after the death of her son, then it is common for all people, because somebody who has born in this world, one day he or she has to go from this world. So if we have got birth, so we will get death one day. So death, birth and death, these are the cyclic movements which are going on from a long time, and they will continue till the end. We don't, it is endless. It is endless movement. So it's better to accept the reality of the life, because if we will not accept it, so we will get suffering and pain. Our pain will be increased. So these sermons and preachings were given by Gautam Buddha to people to make them aware about the reality of life, so they would not be shocked and they would not get the great pain as by living in misunderstandings. So here through this chapter we have seen the life of Gautam Buddha, early life as his princely life, his princehood, and later on how he became saint and how he changed the life of people by giving them knowledge about the life. And now here he took out the people from the darkness and showed them the real path of the life and light. So students, with this now chapter has completed. I hope you have understood. Now I am providing you a PDF with this lecture to complete your notes. So complete your notes, revise the chapter. If you will get any query and doubt, please contact me. And take care of yourself.